Hi, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. This is Flosstube number 41. How is everybody? How has your stitching been? I know, I'm wearing a diamond painting shirt today. It's just what I threw on this morning. Let's get to it. Anything new in my life? Back to babysitting, getting the boys on the bus, and then the rest of the day is mine. Halloween is coming. My husband's birthday is on Halloween. So I plan on doing a dinner Saturday for him. I know that Justin will be over. Well, he usually is. I'll have to find out. He might have a Halloween party. Who knows? I'm inviting Dylan. Whether he comes or not, I don't know. I haven't talked to him. We might do it Sunday. I don't know. Sunday Dylan will be taking the boys trick-or-treating, I think. So, yeah. Anything else going on? Nope. Last weekend, oh my gosh, was so much fun. It was the 24 hours of cross stitch. That is the name of the Facebook group. I don't remember who the owner is of the group. It is hashtag 24 hours of cross stitch. And then the weekend was hashtag 24HOCS. And yeah, it's just Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. Try to get in 24 hours. I got in 29 hours, and I have not posted pictures in that Facebook group or nothing. I keep forgetting. I need to do that. Yeah. So I had an open Zoom to all my cross stitch friends all weekend long. We had a lot of fun. There was people coming and going all weekend long. We got a lot of stitching done. It was just something great to do. I plan on doing it every 3 months when the Facebook group has this, but this was such a success that I have been asked to do it more than every 3 months. So the next one is going to be the first weekend of December, I mean. The first weekend of December, because the next one is like the last part of January. If it goes every 3 months, then it's like the third weekend of January. So I will be doing it the first weekend of December. In this way, if you want in, let me know. If you are not a part of our Zoom Links Facebook group that Crystal, Danielle, Amanda, and I have, then just email me that you want to be included in the Zoom, and I will add you to my Zoom. And it's just for cross stitchers. And we're hoping maybe somebody can get some of their WIPs done from this year, finish up some Christmas ornaments. Just, it's just going to be a lot of fun. So on to this. Do I have Happy Mail? I do. I have a friend, Danielle. She makes me grime guards. And I didn't have any Christmas ones, so she asked me if I needed Christmas ones, and I said yes. So why do I have... I thought I had... Oh, you know what? I wonder if I put them away. I think I put them away. Anyways, maybe she just made me one of each. Okay, so I have the 11 by 11 grime guard with the trucks, the Christmas trucks. And she put on a little button that says, handmade for you with love. Isn't that cute? Yeah. So that is cute. That's an 11 by 11. And then she did me an 8-inch one with the candy canes and the holly. And that has the little button on it too. And then she made me an 8-inch and an 11-inch of these paisley. I absolutely love the colors in this. I am not a big paisley person, but the colors, oh my gosh. So thank you again, Danielle. You know who you are, and you know I love my grime guards that you give me. Just love them. So thank you for that. And then a lot of us got the Happiness is a Rainbow of New Thread Skeins. It's the Sewer Saying, and it's by Doreen Jones. It's on Etsy. So go check that out. This is really cute. So you have your scissors, you have thimbles, you have ribbon, you have a safety pin, you have a needle threader, you have spools of floss, you have a pin cushion, a ruler, so and some beads and some buttons, skeins of floss, everything that you need to stitch with. Oh, and a needle. There is a needle up there. So yeah, I don't remember how much that was, but that's all the Happy Mail I have. I do have a couple things on the way, but they are not here yet. Oh, and Danielle gave me some jingle bells because I'm going to be doing a cross stitch ornament that calls for one, and she had quite a few, so she just sent me some. So there is that. So that was the Happy Mail. Finishes. Yes, I have a finish. If you remember, a couple weekends ago, the coloring community did all craft event for Harry Potter-a-thon, and I had started Snuggle This Muggle in my live stream, and so I finished this up over the weekend. Isn't that cute? It's all done in DMC. This was a piece of, what was this? Projects. Snuggle This Muggle. This was done on a 28 count Lugana called Pampas or Pampas. It's the color. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I loved it. It's got the Harry Potter glasses. It's got his lightning bolt, the tie, and the sorting hat, and his owl. So, yeah, and his wand, of course. I had a lot of fun stitching that up. So, I think I still have to post a finish of that also. So, that was a finish. And then I have a couple whips. Which one's this? My cryptids. So last Friday was another cryptids drop. And so I did another cryptids. And it was Frogman. Look at how much of that's done already. So I did Frogman. And when I did his frame. And I realized, oh, I was off on this side by one row. So I had to go up a little bit and frog it and put that back in. And then when I was stitching this part here, I'm like, something's wrong with the skull. I was half a row off. So I had to frog that skull and put that back in. Otherwise, yeah, I'm loving this. I am really, really loving this. Isn't that neat? Yes. And as you can see at the bottom, I have so much fabric left over that I'll be cutting some off. And I can use that left over. I'm just checking my phone to make sure it's not my son. Okay, in case he's running late. So there is that. How many of you are doing this cryptids? And if you're not, do you plan on doing it in the future? Because I'm gonna be sorry when I'll be sad, not sorry. I will be sad when that is done. And this Friday, tomorrow, there is no cryptid drop. The last Friday of every month, we get a break. December, we get 2 weekends. We get off the Christmas weekend and the New Year's weekend. So those 2 Fridays, there is no cryptid drop. So we have what, 3 next month, and 2 in December, I think, and the last one I believe is in January. So yeah, we're getting close to the end. So I did work on that over the weekend also. So I finished the Snuggle the Smuggle over the 24 hours of cross stitch. I started and finished the Cryptids, the Frog, and then I pulled out Enchantress. This is from the October issue of Just Cross Stitch. It is a Doreen Jones, and I worked on all of this weekend. All of this. Yep. All of this part here. So, yeah. And that has some Krynic in it. It's DMC. A lot of back stitching. And I can't even see most of the back stitching because of the colors used. I can't see them. But I am liking it. And, yeah, this is... So, what's next? Working on this. Right now, I am not cross stitching. I am diamond painting. I'm trying to finish the monster family that I'm doing. And once that's done, then this will be getting pulled out again. So that's what's next. And I'm only going to stitch till I have all this part here done. Once that's done, it will get put away. And then I'm not sure what's next. Let's see. The Halloween gnomes. So, yeah. So, next weekend, the first weekend of November, Crystal is doing, what's it called? November. Knock It Out November. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 24 hours of Zoom. Well, 24 hours of Knock It November. It's a 3-day event in her Zoom, and it's any crafts and trying to finish what we can. So, there will be a Cryptids, so I will do that. There will be a Christmas Club Stitch-Along drop on the 1st. I will work on that, and I will work on Enchantress if Enchantress is not done by then. Oh, and Hocus Pocus. I want to finish the Hocus Pocus Stitch-Along next weekend. So, yeah, I got a lot to work on. My first thing is to finish that quarter of the Enchantress. And then Monday I get the Christmas Club Stitch-Along by Shannon Christine. I will work on that. If it's not done by Friday, I will continue working on it till it is done, and then I will work on the Cryptids that comes in on Friday. And then what else? And my Hocus Pocus Stitch-Along. So, yeah, those are what I'm focusing on next weekend. And that is for the Not So Scary Fall Party on Facebook. That's part of what this event is for. Anything else? That's it. So that's what I'm working on next. Facebook. Don't forget the 22 Stash Be Gone link is below. That is for any craft. Trying to work from your stash next year. Anything that you own and have purchased up until January 1st this year is counted. If you order, like, say, diamond paintings on Black Friday, you've paid for them, but you're not getting them till maybe January, they count because you paid for them. Any craft magazines that you subscribe to that you've already paid for, if they come in the mail next year, they count because you need those, you need your cross-stitch patterns. We did have a discussion of this in Zoom yesterday with some of us don't knit or crochet, and we want to know, is a knitting or crocheting project the yarn or the pattern? And the person in Zoom said actually it would count as the yarn. And so trying to get the yarn used up. So I'm like, okay, so for crocheting and knitting next year, you're trying to use up the yarn that you already have for projects. Can you buy yarn if you run out of the color? Absolutely. To finish up that project? Absolutely. What you buy next year for other colors, though, doesn't count. It's just you're trying to work from your stash. Then the same person mentioned, well, coloring is quicker than cross stitching and knitting and crocheting and that. Yes, it is. Depends on the artist. So she was thinking 3 pages should count as one project for 22 Stash Be Gone. I say it depends on the artist. You know, the color by numbers, those are quick to do. What's the other one? The graph, the one you color in the lines and it makes a picture. I would say 3 of those counts as one project. Kirby Rosanis and Tomislav Tomic, to me and a few others, they take a long time to do. I would count each page as one project. Johanna Basford, most of hers are, you could do 3 pages as one project. So you're going to have to figure out, you know, how big the page is, how much detail is in the page. So yeah, puzzles count for 22 Stash Be Gone. I am using my planner stuff in that. I purchased already my happy planners for next year. I unsubscribed from Coco Daisy because I need to use up what's in the house. So next year, that is what I'm doing. I get all the Coco Daisy kits came with notepads. I have a stack of them, trying to use them up next year. If you watch my morning video, I write in this every day what I'm going to do that day. So I should be able to use up most of my notebooks next year. What else? 22 stash. Any craft. Diamond paintings. Like I said, any diamond paintings in your stash that you've paid for up till January 1st counts for the 20. And this is not a no buy. It doesn't mean you can't buy diamond paintings next year. It just doesn't count towards the 22 Stash Be Gone. If you're cross stitcher, if you need fabric or floss to do that project, you can buy for that project. I think that's about it that I can think of. You know, coloring books. If you purchase the coloring books or own them before January 1st, then color in them. Of course, you might need to replace your markers and your pencils, whatever you use on that, and that's totally fine. So, yeah, you can check out the 22 Stash Be Gone. I'm sure Amanda will be putting up more of the rules. Then I'm doing the Lawn Dog Stitch-A-Lon. So I have a Facebook group for that. That starts January 1st. WIPs are included. So if you've already started it by January 1st, you still can do it. It's just encouraging each other to work on the lawn dog samplers. And the hashtag for that's going to be hashtag LawnDogalon22. So I am opening up my Zoom the last Friday of every month starting in January. Kaya will be the host. So when Kaya comes in, I will make her the host. And what that's going to be is for any of you that are doing the Lawn Dog Stitch-A-Lon, let me know and I will send you the link for the Zoom. It is the last Friday of the month and it's only going to be an hour long. It's not long, and I thought I wrote that down. Oh, I did. It's right here. It will be from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you work during the day, you won't miss out on it. And like I said, it's just an hour. It's just to show our progress. If we're frustrated with something, we can encourage each other. If you have a tip, if you're having a problem, we are there to help you work on the Lawn Dog Sampler because it is a challenge to do the whole thing next year. We are not saying you have to finish it by the end of next year. This is just to stitch on it and to encourage each other. So we have that. The old Christmas tree Stitch-A-Lon is still going on. When does that end? I did it for 6 months and it started September 1st. So it ends the end of February. Mine is done. A couple of others have finished. Some of them are still working on them. Link is down below for that. That is the pattern by All Through the Night. The Hocus Pocus Stitch-A-Long, that is still going on. Also ends, I think, the end of February. And that is hosted by Brian Elliott. And that also has a Facebook group. Link is below. That's about all the news that I have. Yeah, so November, I want to finish. I have only two of those Halloween gnomes left. I want to finish those in November. What else do I have? Enchantress, I will keep working on. The Hocus Pocus, I will finish next month. Oh, and then I also want to pull out S is for Stitcher. I want to work on that next month as well. So, like I said, the first weekend of November is the Knock It Out November. Let's get some things finished. And I'm going to try my best to finish a couple of things. I still have my Animal Crossing Stitch-A-Long. November's drop comes out November 15th. The Christmas Stitch-A-Long, we get a drop November 1st, and then December 1st is the last drop for that. The Hocus Pocus Stitch-A-Long, like I said, I will finish next month. And the Cryptid Stitch-A-Long, I work on it as soon as I get it, or I try to. So that is everything that I can think of that's going on. If you have any Stitch-A-Longs or you know of any, oh, and then there is the temperature Stitch-A-Long next year. There's a ton of patterns for the temperature cross Stitch-A-Long. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm still up in the air about that. If I do, I think it's going to be the bookshelf. There's a tree. There's cats, I think. There's quite a few things for the temperature. And I don't have quite the rules of that. I know Rebecca from Craft and Journey, she did the temperature blanket along, and they were, some were knitting that, some were cross stitching for that. So she has more of the rules of that. Jen's Creation Wall, she wants to do some type of Haid Stitch-A-Long next year. She's just not quite sure what to do. So if you have any ideas for her, she would probably appreciate it. And she has a couple of Facebook groups, but her YouTube channel is Jen's Creations Wall. Go check her out. Yeah, I know she discussed it with me wanting to do a Haid Stitch-A-Long. I am looking to see, it'll give me a reason to buy a chart, if someone is going to do a Carolyn Manning Stitch-A-Long next year. I am not going to host one because I've already got enough stuff going on, but I would gladly buy a pattern to join in on someone else's. And in my 22 Stash Be Gone, I am mostly stitching my WIPs I already have and stitching out of my all of my just cross stitch Halloween issues. I have a ton of fabric already pulled. I have things kitted up. I just need to buy floss. I have everything numbered, and then I put a number on. I got the wheel app for my phone. So when I finish a project and I need to start a new one, I'm going to spin the wheel, see what color floss I need, go get the floss so I can start that. So that's how I'm doing my 22 Stash Be Gone next year. I'm doing that with my coloring books, cross stitching, and what else? Yeah, coloring and cross stitching. Diamond paintings I usually pull from my stash for people that are doing diamond painting alongs or collabs. So I don't make a list of those. And if somebody's not doing something if there's diamond painting alongs or collabs and I don't own anything to go with them, then I'll just pull something from my stash. And I might do a number generator that way. But yeah, next year's going to be a lot of Halloween, getting Halloween done. Um, my Nora Corbett / Mirabilias. I have a lot started. I want to finish those. I want to finish the Hade that I've been working on, that fly butterfly. I want to finish that next year. And I need to work on a Christmas stocking from Hade that I started years ago that's for my oldest son. So I need to do that. So I have a lot of ideas for my cross stitching and what I need to do, and I have lists of everything, and they're all numbered, so all I have to do is spin the wheel, and whatever number, then I look it up. So that's how I'm doing that. Let me know what your goals are for next year. And do you have a routine? Do you have some sort of rotation? How do you work on your projects? Let me know. And you all have a great week. That's it for this week. Love you guys. Goodbye.